Forever. Forever. Non-stop. Non-stop entertainment. Entertainment X. Infinity. Entertainment Infinity X. Wet t-shirt contest. Cleaning spoons. Nothing more fun than cleaning spoons. I know that's what we're here for. This is the best part, is just when I clean spoons. Facts, no cap. If somebody can explain what no cap means, and what it actually means, not like what you mean when you say it, I know it means I'm not lying. But that doesn't mean anything to me. That doesn't tell me anything. I don't understand it. I'm not with it. I'm not hip. Hip with the jive. That actually just got racist. I was trying to keep it real. I'm just trying to keep it real. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to go against the grain or anything. I'm just trying to you know what? I don't know. Maybe I'm not trying anything. Maybe that's my problem. Is that I'm doing a lot of not trying. How do I try? That's actually, before you tell me what no cap means, if you could tell me what it means to try. Because I am completely lost on that front. I don't know what any of that is. I just know I must not be doing it. Because if I was trying, I think I would feel different about this. But instead I'm just enjoying myself. You're not supposed to enjoy yourself when you're trying. It's supposed to be a whole separate experience. But this seems fun to me. That's how I know I'm doing something wrong. That's why they call it play and not work. Is what my dad would say if I came at him with, I'm just having so much fun. Why am I not making any money? He'd be like, that's why they call it play and not work. Where, I think I'm supposed to be doing something that isn't fun, but does make money. So, anyways, if anybody could teach me how to turn my fun into money, that would mean a lot to me. A lot. I mean, I would pay somebody to teach me how to turn my fun into money. I would have to pay them less than I make with the fun I was having. But they would get a chunk of it. If this could be monetized, a percentage would go to the monetizer. Sure, why not? Why wouldn't I? No, I had some ideas. I don't need a monetizer to come in here and tell me the ideas that I already have. 'Cause then I have to give him some of my cash. Where if I just do the right thing, and it all works out, I don't have to pay anybody. I'll just keep it. Give it to my daughter when she's old enough. So she doesn't have to work. We'll see. She might have to work. Maybe when my daughter's old enough to understand trends, she can teach me a trend that I can use to pop off so that I can pop off. But until then, I just gotta keep taking shots in the dark. I don't know trends. I don't go on TikTok. No way, no how. Every time my wife tells me a TikTok trend or a video that she saw on TikTok, I plug my ears and go la la la. Because I do not want anything to do. I don't want to know anything about. The last thing she told me she saw on TikTok was that at Chinese restaurants they have vacuum sealed cats. And I debunked that one real quick, but she believed it. And she refused to eat Chinese food with me because of it. She wouldn't let me get Chinese food because she thought that it had cat in it, because she scrolled past a TikTok too quickly to investigate the claim. You know, and then there's all the booties. All the booties and the slutty outfits. All the people who are just getting way more likes than me. I don't need to be involved with that. That's for, I mean, I could get involved with some of the likes. I could use a little bit of likes, but not at the expense of exposing myself. I don't need to get, she's up late at night, I'll be sleeping, and then I'll just look over, I'll wake up and look over, and she's scrolling on TikTok, and I'm just like, that thing's got you. You got. How much time is that taking? Oh, it's free? Is it? Is it free? Is TikTok a free app? Or is it actually costing you more than Netflix? If you measure out how many hours you spend on TikTok, and then you apply your hourly wage to it from whatever job you're working, how much money does TikTok cost when you could be making that money, But no, because I'm relaxing and I'm not actually are you? Is it relaxing? Or do you get off of it feeling frustrated that you don't have any of the things that the people on TikTok have? Not good. Not good. This is a good place to spend your time. Because anybody can tattoo themselves. You don't even have to be 18. I'm not legally allowed to say that, but you could watch me tattoo myself, and then you could tattoo yourself, and look, we're the same. And you're not going to get addicted to tattooing yourself, trust me. I have to force myself to do this because I told myself this was the plan, that this was the way. You're not going to want to do this. People are like, needle warning, you're going to trigger somebody into relapsing. No, absolutely not. Nobody's addicted to giving themselves stick and pokes because this shit sucks. But you know what doesn't suck? Having a free tattoo. That actually rules. But not in the addicted way. In the somewhat less than accomplished, but hey, I still got something. It's complicated, but it's what I'm doing. I don't know how to explain it or why. But I do know that it's my job to explain it, so I should probably come up with something. I should probably come up with a good reason for you to do it. And then I could charge you for the idea. If I could charge other people for all the tattoos they give themselves, that would be good money. Now we're talking a scalable business. If every time somebody gave themselves a tattoo, they had to send me $100, that's profit. That's like the fullest definition of the term. But until then, until I can copyright tattooing yourself, until I can make that my thing, where you actually have to ask me permission to give yourself a tattoo, and then I send you the bill, until I can make that happen, this is technically just a hobby. I can admit it. I like to pretend this is my job, but that's what you gotta do. Sometimes that's what you gotta do. Hey, I had another idea. Here was another idea for something that's not as scalable, but could still technically be money, right? So my dad actually told me this idea. He said to tattoo leather. And at first I thought that was pretty ridiculous, but then now I've been thinking about it, and that's a pretty good idea. If I gave stick and pokes to a wallet and then we could sell that. / you could buy it. Whoever's watching right now, you could buy a wallet with a stick and poke on it. That'd be dope. Don't pretend that wouldn't be dope, because it would be. That'd be sick. That'd be dope sick. Is that a show? I think it is. I think that's on Netflix, but I haven't been on Netflix lately because I turned it off. And I'm even going to pretend right now that I turned off Netflix for moral reasons. That I object to their content. And that it has nothing to do with the fact that Hulu is free with my TV. I'm going to totally pretend that the only reason I don't watch Netflix is because I don't appreciate their content and that I object to their business strategy. And I'm going to completely ignore the fact that it's just the price tag. That if it wasn't, that if I just had $15 more or 25, whatever it is now, if I had that every month, if I could guarantee, if somebody said, hey, here's $25 for Netflix every month, I mean, somebody would have to allocate it for me, because if I just had $25 more, I would find something better to, but if I had $250 more a month, I might turn Netflix back on. But now I've gone on the record. Now it's in the public view that I'm supposed to be morally objected to it. And that's now I'm a little nervous about when I want to watch Netflix again. If I end up, going back on my word. Because that's not what you want. You don't want to go back on your word. That's not good. But, I've gone back on my word on a lot of things. I can't think of something right now. It wouldn't be a good idea for me to think of something right now that I went back on my word on. It's probably best if I say I've never gone back on my word. And then to never go back on that. It's called maintain. It's called maintaining image. I'm a man of my word. That's what I'll say. I'll say, no, I'm a man of my word. And people will get aroused by that. People will be like, oh, that's cool that he's a man of his word. I appreciate that. Even though that's probably one of the last things that I would call myself. Because I'm really good at going back on my word. So much that you don't even know it happened. That's why I don't want to reveal when I've gone back on my word. Is because when I've done it, I've twisted the words up and the definitions and the moments to make it seem like I really haven't. And if I reveal any of them right now, I could get in serious trouble for going back on my word. When up until this moment, there's a lot of I don't know where I'm going with this. Just going random places. You know what I forgot to do? Oh, this is bad. I forgot to disinfect my needle. I used this needle yesterday, and I didn't clean it first. This might be my first infection. And I thought it wasn't possible. I thought if nobody's ever going to get an infection, it's me. So I'm going to dip this needle in some soap, the way the good Lord intended. And then I'm going to stir this in some water. And we're going to pretend that that does the trick. That is a fully disinfected needle. But you know what? We're not going to stop there. We're also going to put fire on it. And then that is actually very likely about as disinfected as you need it to be. You know? But I've already fucked up by poking myself so much with this needle today. That beak might end up infected tomorrow, where I've been poking. There's a good chance that... And there's also a good chance that I'm going to get burned right now from poking myself with a hot needle. No, I don't feel it. I wonder if you would. I wonder if you would feel it if you poked yourself with a hot needle. If it would burn you, or if it would just sort of be its own thing. Because it already hurts from poking. It doesn't need to, my nerves don't need to tell me, hey, you're getting burnt right now. Because they already tell me you're getting poked right now. They're like, he knows he's in pain. He's good. We don't need to add any extra sensory to that. But I'm not a doctor. It's hard to say. Because, I stored this needle completely not safely. I did not put this needle in a good place for it to be reused today. Because I put it in an eyeglass case that I've been storing money in. And in fact, it was right next to some money. And money is one of the most disgusting items on the planet. So there's a really good chance that this will be the one. I'm going to be worrying about this for days. I'll have a couple days to find out if I fucked myself up. To realize whether or not I really ruined this whole process. And maybe I'll need an amputation. Possible. It's possible I'll need an amputation. I don't want to predict that. I wouldn't want that to happen. But it would be a killer video. What happens when you reuse needles? Stick and poke infection. Amputated. That's a good video. So, I'll look on the bright side no matter what happens here. I will find the light. Especially if I die. Because then I'm going to see what this whole heaven thing is all about. Oh man, I don't want to say I can't wait for that. Because I really can. I would really like to see my daughter grow up first. Now once she's an adult, it doesn't really... 25, 26, after that, she's not going to change that much. That'll pretty much be where she levels off. So that's what I'd like to see happen. I'd like to see her reach adulthood. And then I'll be like, cool, that's everything. I've seen enough. I'll say that. I'll even say that. That's something I won't go back on my word. I promise to stop caring when my daughter reaches adulthood. That's a guarantee. Unless she gets hurt, then I'll have to care again. Then I'll have to come out of retirement and show a little, my girl, not my girl. But until then, I'll be chilling. Anyways. We made it through the beak. Well, at least the inside of the mouth. Let's finish this head today. That sounds nice, right? If we can just get this head finished. Because if I get the head finished, the body will go quick. And then I get to start coloring, which will be just as boring. It'll be just as boring as this, but then I'll get to use different colors. And that's what this image is really about. This one is going to be more about how I shade it in. That's going to be what sells it. Not that I'm selling it. I am not selling this. I know I had plans for NFT tattoos. Probably not. That's probably never going to happen. Non-fungible tattoos. These tattoos are fully fungible. Wait, no they're not. They actually are non-fungible. I actually don't know what that means. I actually have no idea what a non-fungible token, non-fungible tattoo would be. I think I was actually onto something with that. But it's all about the follow-through. That's what I don't have. I may be a man of my word, but I am not really a man of action. You can trust my word, but you can't really trust me to do anything about it. Like, I mean what I say, but I'm not gonna do it. Except maybe I'll start doing it. What if I just started doing all the things I said I would do? Wouldn't that be crazy? Wouldn't that just be like the whole world could change? If everybody just started doing what they said they were going to do, we would all live in a completely different place. But instead, we just find the next best thing to say we're going to do. Because it's really all about, like, looking cool. Looking like you got idea. Like, oh, that's a good idea. Do you have any more good ideas? I'll keep them coming. It's all just ideas, though. I'm going to need someone else to do all the things that I say should be done. I need to hire, like, an operating procedures officer. I need a COO for this show. Somebody who can hear me and make it happen. So if you're the kind of person that makes it happen, if you can make a website that makes people pay me to give themselves tattoos, I would really like you to contact me. Because I need somebody who can pull that off. I don't want to do it. I just like talking about it. Oh boy, is this tattoo gonna be sick! Yes, it is. Ask, and you will find the answers. Just listen to yourself. Just listen to this guy going off. Why is he going off about his own tattoos? No. Actually, that is the proper way to see what I'm doing here. But there's nothing wrong with that, they'll say. They'll know. Then they'll know. Can you tell what this is yet? I don't think anybody's ever going to know what this is. Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to really pull it off. But I am going to go for it. I can't stop now. I mean, it's a tattoo. This is permanent, and it's not going away. So I at least need to go for it and try to make it happen. And if this beak gets infected, which I should probably stop saying, because if anything, what's going to cause an infection, the thing most likely to cause an infection in a tattoo that you give yourself is saying, this is going to get infected. Is when you tell yourself, like, oh, that's bad. Ooh, that was dirty. Is when you tell yourself that, your body hears that. And it starts going like, ooh, he's worried. I better go inflame that area in case he's right. So if you really want to protect yourself from infection, just tattoo yourself, but keep repeating out loud, this is fine. This is safe. This isn't getting infected. As long as you repeat after me, everything is okay. Everything is clean enough. Everything is perfectly sterile. Then you'll be safe. It's all about the mantras. That's really what your body listens more to mantras than it does to your exterior environment. It's more about what's happening inside than what's happening outside. And that's a fact. That's a fact of life. Nobody ever got a cold, nobody ever got a flu while chanting repeatedly, I am not getting sick, I am perfectly healthy, I have no cold, I have no flu. Anybody who ever thinks that they got sick while they were saying those things didn't say them enough. And I've met a few people. I've met a couple people in my life who got sick while they were chanting, but I'm telling you, they just didn't chant enough. Okay, my arm is already getting numb from these. It's from the pokes, it's not from this ill-perceived infection. I don't have an infection, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm totally safe. My skin is a barrier, not an organ. It protects my organs, and therefore it is more capable of withstanding germs than I give it credit for. We all give our skin not enough credit. for protecting us from harm. That's why tattoos are so cool and not as dangerous as they want you to say. People want you to think tattoos are dangerous, but that's just so they can make money off of you. So they can give you a tattoo. But guess what? They're wrong. That's all I have to say about it. That head is done. I'll probably do that head some more, but as of right now, it's done. And I gotta be honest, my neck is killing me today, so I'm gonna cut this off right now. I'm gonna stop now, and I know you may think that that's a little ridiculous and that I shouldn't do such a thing, and that maybe you think I should keep going, but my neck hurts. And it's not from tattooing, so don't worry that if you give yourself a tattoo, you're gonna have a neck problem. But I need to do some stretches. So instead of doing this, I'm gonna do some stretches. And I really appreciate you watching whenever the hell you do. Jason, I can't. My neck is in pain. My back is crazy right now. You have no idea. But it's nice to see your name. And plus, remember I said I'm a man of my word. So how could I keep going if I just said that I'm not going, that I'm a man of, if I say I do what I say, I gotta stand by it. You understand. You're a man. I hope. If you're a woman named Jason, I'm gonna be very embarrassed. But I love you. Don't forget that I love you. And I'll be back tomorrow. And I'm gonna do some stretches, and I'm gonna do some heat and ice that's gonna make tomorrow easier. So don't go crying to your mommy unless she's dead. She might, at your age, you might have a dead mom. So I'm sorry if I'm bringing up a sore subject, but my bad. Just don't go crying about your mommy then, in that case. Don't do any crying. That's what I would say. Unless you need to. If you're in a really dark place right now, maybe crying can help you get out of it. Sometimes a little weeping for a man